people, it's Cara here and I am so mad. Welcome back to my channel. I absolutely love having you here. This is week 3 of my sew and show. I hope you're enjoying this mini series that I'm up to of all the mad things I've been making over the last few weeks and months. I really love being here and I love you being here. So if you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please do. It means a really great deal to me. And you know, I haven't mentioned how wonderful you all are to have got me to over 4,000 subscribers. Can't believe I didn't mention that before. So thank you, every single one of you means a great deal to me, and I really do love hearing from you. If you've ever left me a comment, you'll know I always respond. So please do reach out, say hi, let me know what you're making. I absolutely love to hear from you. And lots of people ask me questions, so don't be shy. I really am I'm happy to share my experience and knowledge with you. So this week, a long time ago now, I talked about in my So What Next this summer, I think it was, I talked about jackets. And mostly because right back at the beginning of the summer, I had gone through my fabric stash. I'm looking at it because it's over here. I literally have only got a few fabrics to work with, maybe less than 10 I reckon, and I kind of want to keep it that way. So I dug out some of the fabrics that had been languishing my stash for a really long time, and this was one of them. So this is I'm not sure what it is. It's a little bit scratchy if I'm honest, which is just as well. I'm going to show you what I've made with it. But it's a beautiful herringbone, black and white, quite heavyweight. I got this in Walthamstow Market, or actually Walthamstow Street, because the market wasn't there when I went. And it was, I'm going to say £4 a metre. It was really good value. And at the time, I wanted to make something like the Lola coat from Sew Over It. But that's a very heavy weight. It is a heavyweight fabric, so I'm glad I decided not to make something as big as that. Once again, my husband is in the kitchen bashing and crashing and things, so I apologise in advance for that. He's just living his life. What can you do? Yeah, so I decided to make the Molly jacket, and this is from Fibre Mood. So if I stand up, you can see it. It's got these lovely patch pockets. Can't quite, so you can see the bottom of it there. Let me just, once again, every week I seem to be moving my camera around. You can see there, it's got this lovely curved edge to it, little patch pockets here, and it is actually reversible, so I can show you that in a second. She says, it's got these poppers on. Oh, hang on, I missed that one, didn't I? That wasn't really good. So it's reversible. Obviously you can't popper it when it's in its reverse, but this is the way round I wanted it. So if I just pick you back up here, so I've got my glamorously put my finger over the lens there. So you can see there, it's really toasty actually, because this wool is, it's not wool, I don't know what it is. Don't know, I can't tell you. And then I've lined it in black jersey, which is quite an unusual choice, but I wanted something super soft. Now underneath, which is buckled up a little bit, is one of the Merchant Mills linen tops that I made. I showed you those a couple of weeks ago. This is the Bettine top, Bettine dress, just the top half. But I love this jacket. This is going to be super toasty. If I turn around, yeah, super toasty in the autumn. Let me sit back down. In fact, I might have to undo it because it's really warm. I'm not going to turn it in the other way actually, because this is super scratchy. So without something on soft on the inside, I wouldn't be able to wear this at all actually. But if you haven't made a jacket before, I can highly recommend this jacket. As I say, it's called the Molly jacket. Now, obviously my daughter is called Molly, so I have a Molly jacket now. I love the Molly top and dress from Sew Over It, and there's bound to be more Molly things going forward in my life. It is a coincidence that it's called Molly, but I love it nonetheless. And I really like the contrast that the inside gives me. If you haven't made a jacket before, I was just saying, this is incredibly quick to make because it is so few pieces. Let me think now. Obviously you've got 2 fronts, a back, and sleeves. They're very simple sleeves. But the thing that makes it really simple is that it is bias bound. So you literally make 2 versions of the jacket, put one inside the other. I basted them together, although that wasn't one of the instructions. And then you bias bind it, so you can see there the bias binding, and that goes all the way around the outside edge, which makes it incredibly quick. I chose to use poppers because it's not a particularly, although the fabric itself is heavy. Let me just do this back up again, you see what it looks like poppered together. I'm not sure I'd do it all the way up, if I'm honest. I quite like it. I quite like it a little bit, but there you go. I like it a little bit open, if I'm honest. And these lovely patch pockets, which is so simple to do, sit on the front. I love it. I like it more than I thought I would. If it's right with you, I might take it off because it's very, very warm. It is random weather we're having. No, I'll leave it open because it is what I'm talking about. But yes, it's a lovely, lovely pattern. Now the Fibre Mood, you just need to remember to either add the seam allowance yourself on the pattern, or you can pay, I think that's right, you pay extra to have the seam allowance. I might have got that wrong, but when you print it off, there's a solid line and a dotted line, and from memory the solid line is the seam allowance. So when you're cutting it out, you need to make sure you cut out the right line, otherwise you'll not have a seam allowance and you'll be very cross with yourself. I didn't do that. I did remember to do it on this occasion, but in previous European patterns I've forgotten, and I've got myself into a right pickle. The thing I will say about this Molly jacket is it came up really, really big. So my advice would be make a version, either the lining or the outside, and then amend it, because obviously you're going to need to amend both lots. I can't remember what size I made. I do apologise. No, I've got no idea. But I made the size that was appropriate to my measurements, obviously, but then took out a lot. So that's just something to bear in mind. But I'm really, really pleased with it. And I'm wearing it today. Let me take the jacket off. I seem to have made quite a few trousers recently, don't I? I'm wearing it with the Persephone trousers. Let me lower you back down. I hope my floor's tidy after all of this. So these are the Persephone trousers. By Anna Allen. Let me just put that down. They are super high-waisted here. Now, every time I make these, I think I need to take this down. I could probably do with taking it down just maybe, I don't know, 5-10 centimetres. But I love these trousers. If you haven't made trousers before, then I would really advise. Oh, sat down, not move the camera so you can't see me at all. Sorry about that. Yeah, if you've not made trousers before, I really recommend these. Now I'll pop some footage in just here of me prancing around in my hall, and actually in the footage here I've got the next top that I want to show you. So let me explain a little bit more about the trousers. I'm just going to grab the blouse so I can talk to you about that. So this is a slice of real life for you. Here I am in my joggers. I've just literally returned from work. My husband's busy hoovering in the background, DIYing all over the place. I have told him I'm filming. Has this made a difference? No, it hasn't. But anyway, I thought I'd just add a quick slice of film into this week's footage, because although I've got lots of things to share with you, when I filmed it, it seemed really short. And I want to be with you longer than just 12 minutes. So what I thought I'd do is just share with you some of the fabrics that have arrived this month. I haven't... like I say, I haven't ordered a lot. I haven't spent a lot. I've been bargain hunting, I suppose, is the best way of putting that. So let me share them with you. And I do apologise about the clicking and clonking in the background. My husband's busy beavering away on things. So as you'll know, I absolutely love making sportswear. I'll put a link up here to, I've done a couple of videos, on making sportswear, in particular the Power Bra and the Tempo Tights by Green Star Creations, and also I've made the YMA rash guard and shorts. But I just love, it's so satisfying to make your own sportswear. And in a video coming soon, I'm wearing swimwear, and I know I'm actually physically wearing it whilst filming. Shocker, but you'll see that very shortly, I'm sure. But yeah, so I've bought a couple more bits of fabric to continue in that, because I made some beautiful Tempo Tights out of, which are like running leggings, out of these two colour fabrics, I made that was the first power bra I made, and I made running leggings, and I only bought a metre of each. And I really want to make a matching t-shirt because I do like a matching set, as you'll be well aware of. So yeah, so that's this is from Tiernite Fabrics, and yeah, it's literally called their matte Lycra. It's 4-way stretch. It's £6.99 a metre, and it's brilliant. It's completely matte, as the title suggests. But it's lovely. It wears and washes so well, and it comes in loads of different colours, but I really like these two combinations together. So I'm going to make a oh, what's the name of it? Yeah, a wine. I'm not saying that right. Waimea rash guard t-shirt, because it's got really lovely colour block opportunities. I'll pop a picture here of the one I've already made, so that's going to look really super as that. So effectively this will be the middle bit. No, this is going to be the middle bit, I think, and then I'm going to make the arms and the insets on, oh, maybe the other way around. No, I think that way around actually. So the grey on the shoulders and the inserts, and then this in the middle bit and predominantly on the back. So that'll match my the leggings, and I'll as I say, I'll pop a link, maybe a photo of what I've made already. So that's those two from Tiernite Fabrics. I also, sometime in the summer, early summer, I did a blog post for Dragonfly Fabrics using bamboo jersey, and it was my first experience of using it, but it is a beautiful product. It feels phenomenal to wear. It's lovely to work with, and the properties of bamboo jersey are excellent for aesthetics wear. Now, I'm not going to be making anything for sporty for this, but basically bamboo jersey is very ethical because it can be bamboo can be grown very quickly, easily, and sustainably, as I'm sure you're aware, and they use the pulp fibres from bamboo in order to make fabric. But also the properties of it are that it's both very insulating, but also it wicks away sweat really well. So in other words, it's incredibly comfortable to wear. And I want to make some projects I've got coming up are very transitional, and I want to make a black polo top. In fact, I'm going to make the Freya top from Tilly and the Buttons. So it's sort of like not an entire roll neck, it's sort of like a faux roll neck. It's a really nice length, and it's quite tight fitting, which is perfect because I want to be able to use a yeah, I want to make a top that I can wear under a lot of transitional things, because I like that layering look of a short sleeve but with a top underneath. And I have purchased, I think I just got a metre here actually, of black bamboo jersey, and this was from Persephone Fabrics. Came beautifully wrapped actually. I'll lean across here. Came all beautifully wrapped up in a lovely ribbon that's got Persephone Fabrics written all over it. Lovely. I think that's the first time I've purchased from there, but really good prices, really speedy service, and the fabric quality is just lovely. So I can't wait to make something out of that. Now I've saved saved this one for you, so just bear with me. I'm going to grab it. Look at this now. This little bundle came from Stitch Fabrics. Now I haven't opened this, as you can see, and I rarely do fabric like reveals, so I thought I would do that with you today. So I'm going to hold it up as I open it, but yeah, so in here is a number of different pieces of fabric. So let's see what I have ordered. So exciting. Wow, look at this. Now, okay, it has come beautifully wrapped, and it's got a lovely little note here that says thanks, Cara. It's nice, really nice, lovely personal touch. Now I'm going to instantly forget what I've ordered, so in terms of prices and things. So what I'll do is when I edit this, I'll actually add the details of the prices here, but I can tell you now that all of these are an absolute steal and still available on the website, because I only ordered these this week. So, oh my word. So this glorious fabric here, I'll put the details on the screen for you so I can describe it, but I can't talk to you about it because in terms of prices and things. So look at the colours in that. Now, I was really drawn to this. So this is a polyester. I've got dogs barking outside, sorry about that. So it's a polyester. It's sheer, yeah, you can see there, you can see objects in the background. So it is sheer to a certain degree, but when it's up against my skin, you can't necessarily see through that. And I think when it's up against your body, again, it'll be okay. Now, I have brown eyes, okay? And recently, I've been really drawn to the fact that people who've got like green eyes or blue eyes, if they wear something green or blue, it really makes their eyes pop. And so I wanted to try something, because I know brown isn't a colour I would choose. I don't think I've got anything that's brown. I've got some terracotta things, as you'll see coming up in films coming up soon. So I thought I'd go for a brown background and see how that plays out. Look at the colours in this though, how beautifully autumnal is that? I think this was, it's either £2 or £4 a metre. I don't think it was more than that, and it's beautiful. I think I got 3 meters. Note to self, like, look up how much you've already bought and how much it was before you start filming. But the excitement of the filming took over, so I'm sorry about that. So this, I have a vision in mind of making, now Lisa from And So On, if I've got that wrong, I'm having a moment, but she was inspired to make a long line Cali shirt dress. And if I can find the picture of it, I'll pop it up here. And I just love it. So basically a very simple shirt dress. I'm going to go short sleeved again, so that I can layer it up. And I think I might get hold of a brown, more likely cream. I'm sorry, my husband's now clattering plates downstairs. I'm really sorry about that. Yeah, I'm gonna get hold of something to wear underneath it, and I'm gonna make a short sleeved but long line, so like a maxi length, I suppose, shirt dress out of this with a brown belt. And I just think in autumn with, you know, brown boots and things, that's going to look awesome. Cannot wait. So pleased with that. I just love the colours of that. I hope they're coming up. They look like they're coming up true to colour on there. This one, so exciting. Look at this. This is a glorious jersey. Let me open it out and see what the thickness of this is. So yeah, feels like a viscose jersey. It's certainly got that sort of drape to it. This is navy. It's a lovely colour, navy, actually. It's looking a little bit darker on the screen than it is in real life. And again, this is an absolute steal, guys, genuinely. If you don't know about Stitch Fabrics, then you're not going to regret watching this film, because their selection of fabrics is phenomenal. And all of them are amazing prices, but their sales section, well, it's to die for. Yeah, this, again, I reckon this was no more than £4 a metre, but as I say, I don't want to get that wrong, I don't want to upset anybody. It's glorious, and I'm going to make the Meredith wrap dress and sew over it in that, and that's perfect for autumn. I don't wear a lot of navy, if I'm honest. I'm never quite sure whether to go brown boots or black boots with that, but you could go either, I think, is a safe bet for that. But just absolutely loved that. I've almost forgotten what I've ordered. Oh, this one. Again, another glorious colour. I kind of almost forgotten I've ordered this. This feels a bit more, so that one is like so the navy here, it feels like a sort of a traditional jersey viscose, a viscose jersey rather. It's quite a matte finish to it. Whereas this one, look at the colours in this. Oh my word, that is so beautiful. Now you've got a lovely pink background there, and it's got greys and sort of blacks and things, and it's you can see better than I can now. So it's yeah, sort of it's not a border print, it is an all over. It's pretty much non-directional, I think, although I'll know better when I've got that open. But I just love the colours in that. Again, for autumn, I just think that's going to be amazing. I hope you can see that all right. I'm so sorry about the husband in the background, but I can't complain, he's doing the washing up. Yes, that's absolutely glorious. And again, that'll be another sort of wrap dress scenario. I might even make a jumpsuit out of the other one, actually. And then my final one, and I do know this is £2 a metre because this one I do remember, is this glorious red with these square sort of loops in it. Oh my word. So that's got quite a silky finish to it. And so's this. Look at the drape on that. I just think that's lovely. And this is going to be my first lotter from Tilly and the Buttons in a stretch fabric, because the lotter can be made in a woven or a stretch, and I just think this is going to be amazing with that level of drape and things. It's I can't see through it necessarily, but you can see objects in the background, if that makes sense. So I'm not going to need to line that or anything when it's up against the body. So how exciting is that? I absolutely love all of these, and including postage. So just to give you an indication, although I can't remember the individual prices, all of those fabrics from Stitch Fabrics came to £43, including postage, which I don't often talk about prices of fabrics, but we all love a bargain, and these are just amazing. So do head over to their website. I'm not affiliated with them in any way or anything like that, but I do love to share what I've been up to in purchasing. So we're going to slice back now to the rest of the things I've made. And here it is. So this is the Joy blouse by I Am Patterns. I've seen this on Instagram so many times and really wanted to make it. And if you remember, I got this beautiful remnant pile, no, not remnants, bundle, apologies, from Felicity Fabrics. You can see that it's a cotton dobby and this beautiful sage. So I've got three pieces of this. So obviously this is the sage, and then I've got 2 pinks, and it was a metre piece of fabric. And I wanted to experiment, well, not experimental toile exactly, but I wanted to be able to make a pretty blouse or top using 1 metre of fabric, and this is what I chose. So I'm wearing this in the footage that I showed you there a second ago, and I might well put some more pictures in. I love this blouse. I really like the neckline. If I'm honest, maybe a drapier fabric would maybe a bit more flattering. I'm not sure about the colour either, if I'm honest, but I do like it. I really like it actually. But I've just shown you such variety of different things over the last few weeks. And I think it's great to try new things, but I really like the style of this. It just genuinely come out of a metre of fabric. It's a really nice length. You can see there it's just sort of, I don't know, low thigh, low hip, sorry, just sort of skims my bum if you like. It's a really lovely construction. You can tell I'm all about the sleeve recently, with the Paddington and the sagebrush, and now this one as well. It's just very simple construction. It's got a small facing at the top here. Now I chose to trim down the facing because this cotton dobby is actually quite sheer. Oh, is it? Oh no, it was on the Paddington that I trimmed it down, but actually I trimmed this down too in case it was sheer. It's probably a better way of putting it, because otherwise you can see the facing come through a little bit. So I trimmed the facing down as I did on the Paddington, but I think I forgot to tell you that, so apologies. That's an edit to last week's video. But I really like this. It's an interesting combination together actually, because the blouse could be seen as quite formal, but when I put it with the Persephone trousers that I made in this stretch denim, that it's actually quite a casual outfit, and I really like it. I've worn it to work quite a few times. I just love the shape of these Persephone trousers, so I'll put another picture in here so you can see them. As I say, I can't remember where I got this stretch fabric from. I think it was Coalville Fabrics a long time ago, so apologies they won't have that still. But yeah, they're jeans but trousers really, which is a really nice combination. Yeah, so really pleased with so the Molly jacket, the Joy top here, and the Persephone trousers. Just a lovely combination of things. And again, my streak of making things that I'm really loving is continuing. So I hope you're enjoying sharing the journey with me. I'd love it if you'd subscribe, please. And I'm going to leave it there for this week. And I'll be back next week with another sew and show. I'd love to hear from you. Don't forget to leave a comment. And until then, stay safe and well. See you next time, people. Bye.